What is home anyway? Some say it's a place that once you leave it, you can't go back again. Others say it's where your heart is. Robert Frost said home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. I would imagine there's a lot of commonality in what most folks consider home to be, and there are probably several unique aspects of home that are important to some and not to others. To most of us, it's where we were raised. To others, home is a conscious decision. It's what they've been looking for. For example,
and I was looking for a place with good schools, and Grenada fits the bill.
This is where they want to live. They like what's here and what the place offers, now and for their children on down the road. Home is where you figure you're going to live your life. And that's what strikes me about Grenada, Mississippi. The investment the people who live here take to make it home in every sense for everyone. Investment of the most precious commodities any of us have. Our time, our abilities. Home has history. How people found this place to begin with, following the river upstream to a logical spot, then having the railroad intersect the river to make it an economic destination.
With the two railroads being right there coming together and the one going south to Jackson, it became a center because of the transportation nexus that they had.
Grenada survived the Civil War, and the surrounding souvenirs that war left are preserved. But home is lived in the present, and there are several elements that make Grenada a worthwhile place to live. Size has a lot to do with it. Grenada is just right.
It's a small town feel, but it's not too small town. I really like it. Just the community, and it's easy. It's easy to find friends and make good, wholesome friends, and so I like that.
Well, it has a small town atmosphere. I think that it's strategically located on I-55, and I like that. You have easy access to Memphis and Jackson living here.
I like Grenada because it's a small town, but it also has big ideas. We're small enough that everybody is a community. Everybody kind of knows each other, but we're big enough to where we can attract businesses and things like that.
By the way, that was Bernard Hatch. He's the director of the Grenada High School Band. That band is one of the conscious decisions the community made to make this a better place to live.
Grenada really emphasizes the arts and studying. They incorporate it all together. Grenada Bands is well known for all the championships that they have won. They have been to Macy's, they have been to the Rose Bowl.
The Vision Show Choir at Grenada is another example of how the community provides outlets for school agers to excel and stretch themselves as much as they can.
It really helps them to focus, to learn. They have to read, they have to think, they have to work problems out.
My children have done well here. In fact, I've got one of them that just finished law school and one of them that's involved in pharmacy school. And I think that Grenada's education system had a whole lot to do with that.
Grenada gives youngsters a chance to study hard and their parents an opportunity to work hard. But there are places to play here too. Probably best known is Grenada Lake.
I love Grenada Lake. We've had boats off and on. We take friends and family. We can run out there for an afternoon for 2 hours, or we can go out there and rent a cabin.
I love Grenada Lake, and after July the 4th, I'm usually the only boat out there. It's my huge lake to myself every afternoon. In fact, I'll be going there late this afternoon.
Hunters like the woods and the Delta wetlands. Swimmers like the beach. Golfers like Dogwoods Golf Course. And everybody likes that there's something to do here.
We've got the farmers market here in Grenada, which is awesome. I love the feel. It's on the square downtown. People come down here with cups of coffee and sit around and talk around the farmers' tents, and we have kids' day out at the market, and just bringing all the kids and getting them involved and helping get our kids out there and raising them to be next year's Grenada.
You know, Grenada is a great home because people who live here want to give back to it. From the youngest with their Operation 206, that started as a church group who decided to spend their summer mission trip at home.
It's named after Exit 206 because that's Grenada's exit, and we've built wheelchair ramps, we've painted, scraped, we've cleaned up the Boys and Girls Club, just anything and everything that families in Grenada that just need a little bit of extra help, we work there. So.
And then there's Christmas in April, where all ages are invited to pitch in and help their neighbors.
Our volunteers get more than we ever give.
I just believe that if everybody does their little tiny share, that it improves somebody's life somewhere.
That's the basis of all the manifestations of community that Grenada exhibits over time. It's a home with neighbors you know and who know you.
I think it's small enough where you can know everyone and you can develop and build relationships across diverse lines.
I love the potential that Grenada has. I mean, we have tremendous potential where we're located, the opportunities, the amenities that we have to offer are tremendous.
I think it's definitely a town of potential. There are some very unique people here. There are people here who want to make our community a destination.
And the old thing about home, once you leave it, you can never come back again. Well, that's solved in Grenada because the kids don't leave. Well, not for long.
Well, I went to Mississippi College for law school and moved back here as quick as I could.
But we have so many other possibilities, and the neatest thing to me is I'm seeing more and more young people start the little trend of coming back to Grenada.
I hope one day to come back. I would love to raise my family in a place like Grenada.
A past, a present, and a future. People who grew up here and want to come back. People who discover Grenada and want to stay. And everybody sees the potential.
And I just think this would be a great retirement community too. I'd like to see Grenada be put into that category because of our hospital that we now are affiliated with University Medical Center.
I'm real excited about the growth, bringing in new doctors and support people.
And because of the arts that we have here and the college, if you want to further your education.
Arts, education, schools worth moving here for, history, people, relationships, and a lot more make up Grenada.
Everything, all added together, all the people here, everything we have here for everybody to do and enjoy, and just the community support that everybody gives.
We could go on, but let's just wrap it up by saying,
I am excited, yes.
I love Grenada.
That's it.
Pull into Grenada off the interstate sometime and take a look and see if you don't feel like you've just come home.